The Revenant by, I think his name is Punke. Michael Punke? I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I didn't. It says a novel of revenge. The book opens up with a quote from the Epistle to the Romans. It says, "Avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, Vengeance is mine. Vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord." Romans 12:19. Now, the book is about a guy named Hugh Glass, who was working for a fur trading company as a trapper in the year 1823. Right around September, I think the book opens in September, if I'm not mistaken, of 1823. Yeah, September 1st, okay? The third chapter of this book, or I think it's the third chapter, but very early on in this book anyways, Hugh Glass gets mauled by a bear, a grizzly bear. I don't think that's a spoiler because, I mean, it's on the cover, dude. It's right there. He gets mauled. Pretty bad. I mean, it's pretty horrific. And two men are left essentially to watch over him, okay? And bury him when he dies. So he gets left for dead by these two guys. They rob him. And then they just leave him. And one of these guys is named Fitzgerald. All right. What's his first name? I don't remember his first name. And the other guy is Jim Bridger. So Fitzgerald is kind of a scoundrel with a shady past, and that's been embellished a bit in this book. There's a historical note in the back. Let me read you the historical note here. It says, "Readers may wonder about the historical accuracy of the events in this novel. The fur trade era contains a murky mixture of history and legend, and some legend no doubt has invaded the story of Hugh Glass. The Revenant is a work of fiction. That said, I endeavored to stay true to history and the main events of the story. What is certainly true is that Hugh Glass was attacked by a grizzly bear while scouting for the Rocky Mountain Fur Company in the fall of 1823, that he was horribly mauled, and that he was abandoned by his compatriots, including two men left to tend for him, and that he survived to launch an epic quest for revenge. The most comprehensive historical work on Glass was done by John Myers. Myers, in his entertaining biography, The Saga of Hugh Glass. Myers makes a strong case for even some of the most remarkable aspects of Glass's life, including his imprisonment by the pirate Jean Lafitte, and later by the Pawnee Indians. There's some division among historians as to whether Jim Bridger was one of the two men left to care for Glass, though most historians believe that he was." I'm not going to read any more because if I do, it's going to end up spoiling the book if I read any more of the historical note here. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to say that he has researched this, and that if you want to read his list of key sources, they're in the back of the book. He has a short bibliography. All right, so he did his homework. There are maps in the back, in the front cover of the book. This takes place in South Dakota, okay, in 1823 and 1824. And around the Black Hills, you know, and the Bighorn. So we're talking about the same area where years or decades later, Custer is going to have his fight at the Little Bighorn. We're talking about the same geographical location. I really enjoyed this quite a bit. This was a page turner. It's about 250 pages, but this book, you know, it moves. We got Arakawa. Let me say that again. Arakawa. Oh, third time's the charm, right? Let me read this one more time. Arikara Indians. Whew. We have several attacks by them. We got pirates. We got the War of 1812 and flashback sequences. I mean, this book is amazing. It moves. Great story. Hugh Glass led a very interesting life. So I would be interested in reading more about this guy. One of the best things about this book, I can say, is that I learned some history while I was reading it, which is always a big plus. And the Christian theme that ran throughout this book, I really liked quite a bit. Now, the motion picture. I have not seen the movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to seek out, because I can almost guarantee you that the Christian theme that's in this book probably is removed. Modern Hollywood tends to do that. They strip those elements out of movies. So I will venture to say that it's probably been changed. Now, if I happen to come across the movie, if I see it at the library, or I come across a place where I can watch it for free, then I will do that and I will review it for you. But it's not a movie that I'm really interested in seeing, because I'm not a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. And that goes all the way back to when I was in junior high school, and movies like Romeo and Juliet and Titanic and stuff were coming out, and I was just like, ugh, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? And I was just like, this guy. I will not totally trash on Leo. I did like the movie The Quick and the Dead with Sharon Stone and Gene Hackman, where he played the kid. I really liked him in that movie. That Sam Raimi film is underrated. I know it's like a cartoon movie, but it's a lot of fun. Anyways, I'm getting off on a side tangent. The one thing I will say about the book that I did not like, okay, because I'm praising this book and saying it's great, is the ending of the book, okay? He had chapter 27 right here, and you get to the last paragraph, and I thought, there's your ending of your book, dude. That's the perfect ending. Like, fantastic. What a great way to end. And then he does this boneheaded move where he adds chapter 28, and I'm all like, what are you doing? This is like a coda that doesn't need to be here. You had the perfect end and you ruined it. You messed it up, and it dropped my rating of the book a little bit, because it was over. You didn't need the extra chapter. You did not need it. Anywho, I'll give this a 4 out of 5. It's almost perfect. I really enjoyed it, but it just falls just short of being a 5-star book for me. But I highly recommend it. Check this one out. It's really good. All right. Thank you for watching. God bless. Have a wonderful day.